Hey everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore. Welcome to my channel. Today I am sharing a birthday treat box, and this one has some grandma cookies in it. So it's really a cookie box. You can make it for any occasion actually, but this opens like that, and it is one of these double packs. And I believe I got these at Walmart. But you can find these everywhere. They have them even at, like, when you stop to get gas, they have these there. There's all different ones, flavors, but I am a peanut butter girl. So I got the peanut butter ones. So this is a little birthday cookie box, and I am going to share this with you. I wanted it really like fun, and I don't know, I just wanted it to be real fun and cheerful. So this is what I'm sharing. It says wishing you the happiest birthday. So that is what I'm using. I am using lemon lime twist for this, and we are also going to use our designer series paper, which is the Full of Life, and this is the pattern I'm using. You can use any of these patterns. They're all super cheerful, but I just love these little dots. So we're using that to mat it, and we are using this bundle, which is the Round We Go with the dies, because you know I'm loving these little rosettes. I did this one the opposite. I did one the other probably 3 or 4 videos ago that had one on there, and it has a rounded end and a pointed, but I used the pointed this time, and I think it's adorable. And then I am using the stylish shapes, and I also am using another stamp set for the sentiment, but you can use, I'm using Happiest Days for this sentiment here, but you can use the happiest birthday here. You can use the time to celebrate, happy birthday, but I love this because it fit into the circle stylish shape really good. You can even use You're the Best, just use it for any occasion. So yeah, that's all the stuff that I am using for this. Alright, so we are going to get started by stamping first, and I already cut out, these are the dies I'm using. These two are from the Round We Go, and this one is the stylish shape. So you have to cut out 2 of these to make the rosette. So you need 2 of those, and I cut it out in the lemon lime twist. And then I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to get my mini cut and emboss and bring that over here in just a little bit, and we are going to cut these pieces out as well. So we are going to stamp first. I'm going to grab my mat here because we have photopolymer stamps, and the mat works really good for that. And I am going to stamp, let's do the VersaFine. I'm going to stamp the sentiment. I love this VersaFine for the sentiments especially. It comes out so sharp and clean. And then we're going to use some Berry Burst for this little piece that this goes behind the sentiment, and we're going to cut that one out as well. And that is all that we're stamping, y'all. So we are going to use this die right here, and you have to line up the little scallops on here. So we're going to line those up, and then this one is going to be for the sentiment. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to run them through the cut and emboss, and I'll be back here with it. I don't need to bring up the mini cut and emboss. I'll just do it and bring them back. All right. Okay, so we have this little stamped piece right there. Y'all, you can put these together so many different ways. There's so many dies in this little die set. There are actually 10 dies in here, but this one has the rosette. It has all these. You can cut out these pieces here. You can layer these. Yeah, this cuts out some little holes, and you can layer the little one inside that one, and then that one. There's so many options for these dies, but this is how we're doing it today. So if you want to change it up at all, you can do that with those dies. So I'm going to pop this up on here. I'm going to use some dimensionals. I'm going to start a new pack here. So we're going to put them on here because there's the sentiment there. And then we're going to make the rosette. And I figured out an easier way to make that rosette. So, whoops. And this is going to center on here so it just peeks through. It looks really cute. The little berry burst under there. All right, and so for the rosette, I am going to first grab some tear and tape because the tear and tape works the best, y'all, for this. So you're going to put a piece on this one. And these are smaller ones that you're going to put on the adhesive. It seemed to go together a lot easier than my last round when I did it this way. Okay, so I'm going to remove the backing on this one. And you're just going to lay that on there. Don't go over the score mark because it'll make it more difficult. So just go right up to the score mark. And then all you're going to do is Mountain Valley fold these. And you're going to go all the way down the whole line. Just Mountain Valley fold these. They're all scored and everything for you, so it makes it super easy. Okay, so it is all folded up. I have carpal tunnel, so it's really hard for me to hold that whole piece in my hand. So I just worked the second part later. All right, so let me make sure I have that Mountain Valley that way, yeah. All right, so now I'm going to remove the backing on this one. And we are going to connect this one just like that. And then all I did was just kind of played with it, and you have to flip it to the center, but you want to be kind of Mountain Valley folding it as you go, and eventually it's going to just click in place. Let's get this one going here. There we go. And I'm not going to put a bottom one on this time. I did on the last one because this piece is going to hold it. So I'm going to use some wet glue, and I'm just going to put a bunch of wet glue on here. And I'm just going to put a little bit on here as well, just to make sure it holds. And now you just flip this. Ooh, hang on to that though, because it does want to come undone. And then just hold that on there. Make sure it's centered, and then just hold it on there. But this worked really, really good. Oh, I did it backwards this time, y'all. I did the fold. This is the ruffled side, and that's the pointed, but we're going to use it like that. It's okay. So you can do either way. But you want to make sure you hold this long enough for that to hold. And I'm sticking it to my thing here. I did it last time on this mat, and it was really a lot easier. It just lets go a lot easier. You can use a silicone mat or something like that. See, it's wanting to come off. So I'm going to just let it sit, and we're going to go ahead and do the box. This way it'll give it time to glue. All right, so let's go ahead and do the box. So we are going to score this, and this is a pretty good size box, y'all. So we are doing it 12 and 7 by 12, and on the 12-inch side I'm going to grab my wax paper, y'all. This piece is kind of wearing out, but we're going to use that because there's a lot of scoring. On the 12-inch side, you're going to score it at 1, 5.5, 6.5, and 11. And then you are going to turn it on the 7-inch side and you're going to score it at 1/2, 1.5, 5.5, and 6.5. And that is it for the box. By the way, don't worry about getting the measurements. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and share, because all those things really help my channel. And I know I feel like a record when I say that, but it's really important to my channel. So thank you so much for all of you who do that already. All right, so we are going to cut this. I'm going to use my longer scissors because we got some longer areas to cut. So I'm going to cut first this corner here. I'm going to cut that off. And I am going to cut into these. And then we're going to do the same on this side. I'll tell you the size of this here, how big it is. I believe it's 4.5 by 4.25. And then we're going to go down the sides here. And you want to cut down this whole side here, all that 1/2 inch, you want to cut that all off right there. And also this little piece right there. And then you're going to cut in these. We're going to do the same on the opposite side. So you're going to cut here. Cut that top part off, and then we're going to cut all the way down here. You can do this on your trimmer as well. I'm going to cut into these. And then we're going to do this side too. Let's clean this mess up. And then we are going to grab our bone folder and sharpen all these corners, these score marks here. Okay, so I don't want to forget this part. I want to cut into these too. This really helps to fold into the box a little bit easier. Okay, I am going to go ahead and mat. The top part is this part here that doesn't have the extra 1/2 inch. So this is the top. So we're going to go ahead and mat it because I want to do some cutting and some punching here. And so all of these pieces, this piece is 3 7/8 by 4.5. So that is going to be the top of our box. Look how pretty that side is too. I just love these little kind of odd shaped circles. I'm going to move that. And then we're going to do the sides here. The sides are 7/8 by 4.5. So I need the longer ones for that. It's 7/8 by 4.25, not 4.5. So we're going to mat that one. I usually don't mat ahead of time, but I am going to cut and punch some areas on this. So, and then this one goes on this side. And then this one is for the front. And I am matting the back, but you don't have to mat the back if you don't want. And then we're going to do this back one. Right there. Alright, so I'm going to use a 3/4 inch circle punch. We don't carry this anymore, but try to just guesstimate and do about halfway. This will help easy to open your box. And then we are going to cut the sides a little bit here on this one. So just take a little bit off. It just helps this box to close. It's not a whole lot. All right, so now let's put it all together. So I am going to add glue. Let's use the Seal Plus for this. So this one is going to go in here. Let's fold this part back. And you want to line it up really good, both sides. And then these are going to fold in, and then we're going to do these. Line these up as well. And now we're just going to do these top ones. So this one, and then just line these up. And then I don't have another cookie, but add your cookie. Then you're going to just fold this down here, just like that. I am going to grab my ribbon. This is our Black and Very Vanilla. And I don't know why, I just wanted some black to go with the sentiment. And I thought this really looked cute at the end. So we are going to add some of this ribbon. So I'm going to just cut it a little bit longer. And I'll just shorten the ends when we have to. So I'm just going to add at first a little dotted adhesive here just to hold it in place. And then I'm going to use some wet glue. I think I'll cut this now. So I'm going to cut one this way and then this one. You don't even need to use the wet glue, but I did add it just for a little security underneath there and there. And then I'm going to grab our little sentiment right here, and we are going to add that to the front. And I'm going to use a wet glue for this part too. Just be sure you put a lot of wet glue on these little ridges so that it adheres to it. And then just set it right in the center. And there you have it. It's all done, y'all. Aren't they cute? Isn't it so festive? I think these would be the cutest party favors if you having a birthday party or just for a friend's birthday. And the cookies are so good. Those grandma cookies, I don't know if you've ever had them, but those cookies are so good. So I hope you enjoyed the little cookie box. There it is. Have a blessed day. If you need any supplies, here is my May host code. If you use that, I know May is going so fast, y'all. By the way, if you want to join my Stampin' Up team, you can do that on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. May has a really good special where you get the in colors, cardstock, the ink, the Stampin' Right markers, and the designer series paper. And it's all with also $125 in product, and it's all $99. So if anybody's interested, you can join as a hobby. You don't have to do it as a business like I do, but you can do it as a hobby as well. So thank you all. I hope you all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.